Starting it in 3, 2, 1. Hello, I'm Starlight Flux.
MC Folk Breccia still, mate!
He means Jonathan Chan or whatever the frick. Yeah, I don't know.
This is MC Bezzin and MC Devil!
I apologise greatly for this. Right.
I don't.
Okay, so this is basically our discussion of, well, what is it called again? Oh yeah, the holiday special for
The holiday special.
yeah, of MLP, the best gift ever.
It was certainly special.
It was certainly special, let's put it that way.
Whether or not it was any good was another question.
Oh, right. Well, anyway, if you want to see our reaction to it, it is below. I will, it's in the, well, below in the description. And what I will say about this is, well, it did seem like it wasn't the most professionally written, if you know what I mean.
I mean, if they call black eyes, you know, bags under your eyes, panda eyes, well, this has got panda eyes all over it.
Oh God, it is. There's a lot of pandering. Jinx.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, well, John, look.
MC Bezzin.
Look, I'm just saying now that this.
Sorry, Black Panther.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, yeah, Brendan couldn't be here to go through this, but it was probably good for him that he didn't have to go through that, because don't get me wrong, it was a good mall. There was a good story to it. There was a good sentiment to it. I did feel like a lot of this was pandering. The first signs that this was quite a lot of pandering was Derpy.
Yeah, I knew.
I mean, you can tell me what you thought about it.
I mean, it was just basically how she was written in 100th episode, and I don't know whether you agree with this.
Yeah.
She was ditzy and derpy, but that was derpy, and that's fine.
And she wasn't.
But this time she was just completely and utterly incompetent.
Yeah,
and I'm sorry, as a male pony, you can't be incompetent, and she was.
Okay,
Derpy, you would expect mistakes, but not that level of mistake.
To be fair, in the 100th episode, she did make a mistake in the 100th episode, but the thing is,
it wasn't complete incompetence though.
It didn't come across as. It seemed like it's like the difference is she knew she made a mistake. Here, it seemed like she wasn't too certain about whether she...
I don't even think she was certain. I think she was just... Because, for instance, with that, she said, at the start of it, hello, Rarity. And then, you know, later on in the conversation, oh yeah, I've had a package, what have you. Name, please.
Yeah.
Rarity, you said it 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, at least Derpy in 100th episode would go, ah yes, Rarity, I posted it here.
Oh yes. Oh sorry, I posted it to the wrong one.
Yeah.
You know, and you know,
and she'd realise she made a mistake.
Yeah, and it just seemed like it was, and don't get me wrong, but didn't the voice seem a little bit different as well? The voice did seem a little.
Maybe they've got maybe they've got a different voice actor in.
Yeah, I know, but it didn't. It sounded more. Yeah, I wasn't. I'm not. Yeah, I'm sorry, but the Derpy wasn't very well written for that.
No, she was poorly written.
I don't see why Flim and... Oh, getting on to other later bits as well. It was like Flim and Flam were in this.
They were written exactly as they should have been.
Yeah, okay, to be fair, Flim and Flam was written how you would expect them to be. So, yeah, okay, I suppose that part was fine, but it's like Twilight... She sort of reminded me of season 2 Twilight. This to me sounds like that I've got.
To be fair though,
do you think this is like a combination of all the story plots for the heartwarming that's been left over?
I mean, the thing is with it is I can see this after trying to buy gifts for my friends and family.
Yeah.
You do get obsessive.
Oh,
and
God,
it's just a fact you do.
Well, to be fair...
I mean, for instance, if I was buying a gift for this guy, I'd just go buy some hot dogs from down the street. He's fairly easy.
Hardox? Well, yeah, because of a robot.
Yeah, I'd just go buy some Hardox for him. He's fairly easy.
Not that flipping easy. Come on, mate.
Well, if I bought you, say, 200-300 quid's worth of Hardox, you can say no.
No, I wouldn't say
There
no.
you go.
Yeah, to be fair, if you could if you did that for Christmas, I would think, mate, really, mate? Okay, fine, great. You know,
yeah,
to be
exactly. So he's fairly easy, whereas someone like me who...
you have
I would
expensive
be
tastes. You
well,
do.
it's not the expensive, it's the fact that I feel like I have everything I need and anything else.
Oh, I do. I tell you what, I would probably end up getting. No, actually, I'm not going to say that because I know what I'm going to get you for Christmas.
Fair enough.
The trouble, well, the problem is, yeah, I would have to. Yeah, let's not get into that.
Let's not get into that because that's spoilers for later on in the year.
Yeah, but basically, long story short, yeah, I could sort of understand.
By the way, I'll say this: I haven't bought you 300 quid worth of Hardox.
I know you haven't. You can't afford it.
Yeah.
I know you can't. I can't. You can't afford.
Hashtag graduate problems.
Anyway, getting back on track. The thing is, I could sort of see where it's going, and that's not necessarily a bad thing because there's been episodes written like that before that have been enjoyable, and I haven't said I didn't enjoy this.
I mean, I certainly enjoyed the sentiment of it.
I enjoyed the sentiment, and the songs were, you know, decent.
Well, it's Daniel Ingram. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
When has he produced a bad one?
Yeah, the songs have been decent.
I don't think he has produced a bad one.
I mean,
Apart
more
from the
than-
opening. The opening's still trash. I'm sorry. The opening is still trash.
Well, anyway, it's old piece of work. Let's face it. But
even then, some of the season 1 stuff was pretty good.
But the point I'm making, okay, fair enough. But my point,
It's not High School Musical.
Yeah, okay, fine. My point I'm making here is that the music was definitely on par.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems weird because the thing is, there has been episodes that were shorter but felt more coherent. I'm not sure if coherent is even the right word for it.
I certainly think this is coherent, but I don't think the writing was up to normal scratch.
No.
It certainly...
Then, because you would...
I mean, Discord is usually... Well, Discord was written as Discord should be, but I think it was one of his weaker things. I don't think it was quite there. I mean, fine, he'd give someone a joke gift. He's the biggest troll going, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think... He's just not as well written, at least for me. He doesn't quite do it. Certainly when it comes to the fan pandering, then yes. I do think one thing that did happen that I do think is true. Rarity giving that hat to the new fashion designer.
Okay, to be fair, that was very well.
She'd do that.
Yeah, that was very
that
well.
That was probably one of the best written parts of this episode.
Yeah, I would actually agree with that.
She'd do that. It's something that Rarity would do, and then saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, you're a new fashion designer. You've only just discovered your talent. Hey, why don't you just team up with me for this fashion show, this really big one, just to launch what you're doing?"
You see, the interesting thing is, right, is that also one thing I did find it somewhat interesting is the reindeer.
Yeah, Time Dagger confirmed.
Time Dagger?
Time Dagger. You don't know Time Dagger?
No.
Look him up, he's cool.
Okay, well, anyway, so basically that's sort of, the thing with the reindeer, I mean, especially like reindeer, essentially unicorns. The interesting thing is, if you look into the mythology behind Kirin, some of the newest...
which I haven't done.
Well, the thing is...
cute design, though.
Yeah, well, the thing is, their original mythology is basically... they're essentially unicorns crossed with essentially reindeer. Which makes it interesting that we actually have reindeer now that are sort of unicorns.
I mean, to be fair though, why not?
No, I'm not saying... Yeah, I know what you're saying there, but my point is technically Kirin are already magical reindeer already, if you look at the original lore about them. So, I just find it interesting.
Yeah, but you can't get around the Earth Pony. Earth Pony best race.
Oh, don't you dare...
Hashtag mud ponies.
Don't you dare start that. Don't you dare start it. It's Star Pony's best race, mate. Come on.
I'm sorry, you can't get over Earth.
Anyway, look, before we start any bloody, let's not start.
Earth ponies in the comments.
Do not start any flame wars in the comments. If that happens,
Unicorn's trash race.
Shut up, Jonathan. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, I do.
You don't. Jonathan!
I know what
Jonathan! Let's get on track, okay? For God's sake, you have to stop derailing this. Anyway,
Hashtag derail.
shut up. Basically, long story short, I did actually find those sort of characters and quite interesting. Yeah,
Certainly, I'll agree with you on that. The Kirin, I mean, we could.
not the Kirin. I'm talking about the.
Oh, the reindeer. I thought you were talking about the Kirin. To be honest, though, I mean,
I was talking about the reindeer.
Again, the reindeer are interesting. Aurora Borealis. Come on, guys. Can you think of something a little bit more?
Well, yeah,
It fits, but creative.
Yeah, I think.
Couldn't you have done it on the original? Dancer, Prancer, that sort of thing.
Well, that wouldn't have been as real. But I think
It wouldn't have been as original,
Yeah,
but at least you're not doing a terrible pun of Aurora Borealis.
Well, then there was also the rock pun as well. But
the rock pun just made me want to literally hang myself.
Oh, come on, Jonathan. It wasn't that bad.
I'm a geologist. I've
You
heard
rocked.
it a million times. Right, I'm out. Later.
Jonathan,
You're on your own.
Jonathan, come on. You've told the same joke before.
Oh, God. I know, but I'm a geologist. How many times do you think I've actually told that joke?
Too many times.
Exactly.
But yeah, as I was...
It's like saying geology, rocks.
Yeah.
Original pun of the century.
Yeah, but
I haven't heard that a million times.
Yeah, as I was saying though, it's like... overall, this episode, I would say... If I was going to rate it, I would say I'll probably not even give it a 7. I would probably give it a 6.5.
I would say definitely, at least on my scale, certainly for my scale, 5 is average because it is bang in the middle. Anything else is a bonus. But I wouldn't give it a 4. I'd probably give it a 3. It's not the worst episode in the world.
Yeah,
actually, no.
I know what we generally
Actually,
have
no,
a different... Our average is normally round about 8ish and also
Yeah, I know.
heaviness. So
I'm
me
a bit
and
more
Brendan,
harsh.
so you basically have to completely...
I'm a bit more harsh when it comes to it. I say 5 is average because it is in the middle. Average is mediocre.
Yeah, well...
I will say though, actually, I might increase that to a 4 just because, okay, the writing wasn't as good, but the sentiment was brilliant, and it did have its good points. So I'm going to give it a 4 personally.
Yeah, well, to be fair, these scores are arbitrary anyway, but the point I'm making is I think our point is that as far as the actual quality of episode, I think it was definitely not as on par. I think it was still enjoyable, but I would say...
I'd certainly recommend watching it. Would I go back to it though?
No, I probably wouldn't.
I'd rather watch the Christmas series from G1, so...
Well, I think to be fair...
Hashtag G1 is better than G4.
Oh, don't start again, Jonathan. No more flame wars, please. This is the last MLP thing that we're going to release this bloody year. Let's not start any bloody flame wars. Anyway.
Flame war in the comments below. Who's better, G1, G4?
Jonathan.
Hashtag witches.
Anyway, getting back to my original point, the episode was enjoyable. I think I will watch it again just to see what I missed. But I think as far as the quality of the writing wasn't on par, and I think there were certainly parts of it, the music was still good.
Oh yeah, mind you, the music is always good.
Yeah.
I mean, even me...
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with this. Even me, who really, really doesn't like EQG, will buy the soundtrack. I'll admit it, I have the soundtracks, and they're good. That's one thing that MLP just nails.
It's not the first not the first
time.
High School Musical that you've ever bought, is it?
We're breaking free! That's, by the way, 10 years old.
Yes, okay, anyway.
And that's the third one. By the way, they made a 4th.
Oh, for God's
Apparently in 2016 they made a 4th. Shoot me.
God.
It didn't need a 4th.
Anyway, as I was saying, the episode it was enjoyable.
Definitely.
I would probably only watch it one more time to see what I'd missed. And because I know we probably missed a damn sight.
We probably did.
We
probably did. I still wouldn't go back to it.
But the thing,
the message is good. I'd share
I just
it.
want to see what else is there. But I'm just saying that I think that the message was good. I think that the writing wasn't on par. I think the music was its usual standard. And I think, to be fair, there's been interesting species added. But I don't expect to see them again. And honestly,
although let's be honest, when it comes to canon characters, Dr. Wolf is ultimate canon.
Anyway, I think we've trotted over it, and I think you get our general sentiment.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm not giving them any too much hate towards this because this was just an extra thing that we didn't even expect. It does seem
like an afterthought. It does seem very much like an afterthought. It's like when you finish the project, you're like, okay, oh God, we forgot about that episode.
And the thing is that they didn't know. That's the thing.
They didn't.
What I mean is they did do a Hollywood.
Oh, I know. It's
one in the middle of the season.
They did do a heartwarming. So why did we need this episode?
Well, I'd say, to be fair, I'm not going to complain too much because it's an extra thing.
Neither am I. Also, the fact I'm going to ask is really strange. We're recording this in October. Why didn't you reveal it? Why didn't you release this at Christmas?
Yeah, because I can understand it sort of with the Hollywood Hollywood episode in the season. I can sort of understand the scheduling reasons that being the case.
Yeah.
But with this extra little thing, you could have released it in Christmas, and then people would be a little bit more.
Do you know what's even weirder? They didn't go down. They didn't go down the Nightmare Before Christmas route, which would have made sense because it is around. It is It is Halloween.
Yeah.
In only a few days, full blown Halloween.
Yeah.
Sugar, I should be in the house, but oh well. Yeah, we've got some sweets at home. Nobody's in the house at the moment, so kids, sorry. But
kids in Mansfield Woodhouse, I thought.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
I'm joking.
You looked at the area.
Yeah, I know.
There are kids around, a lot of them. But I mean, it's weird how they released it now. And actually, I'd be interested to see their take on Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well,
it is a classic.
Anyway, I think to be fair, we've trotted over everything we needed to.
I think we have, yes. I think in summary, I'm going to summarise for myself, and then if you want to do the same.
Go on.
I think in summary,
that's what I've been trying to do for the last 5 minutes.
Fair enough. Pandery, not very well written, has its points. Would I go back to it again? Probably not.
Right.
Worth a watch.
My summary on this is simply this. That the episode was enjoyable, the music was its usual standard, the characters didn't seem to be as well written, although I would probably go back just to see if there was anything I had missed, and I think, to be fair, it was interesting that they've added the
Aurora Borealis.
The Aurora Borealis, and the fact that they're magical reindeer, despite the fact that Kirin are in the lore magical reindeer. So I'm not gonna. Yeah. I know. But that's just the interesting highlighting point that I'm making. I think that's all we need to say. This has gone on long enough as it is, Jonathan.
I was gonna say it's the unicorn and reindeer's persona.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Whatever, Jonathan. I'm trying to wrap this up.
Winter wrap up.
Reaction wrap. Well, not reaction. Discussion wrap up.
Reaction wrap up.
Right. Anyway, I've been Starlight Flux. Been trying to deal with
ensue Bejin.
God damn it, Jonathan Chan, for fuck's sake. I'm only doing that because I know it pisses him off.
ensue Bejin.
For God's sake.